Okay, this is Avionics Setup 101. Turn on the Avionics Master switch. A couple of things right off the bat. Fuel flow computer is going to prompt you. Right here we're going to do the simplest way. We're going to say nope, we didn't get any fuel, so we hit this, which is the enter button. And that's going to tell us how much fuel we have left. Go over here to the GPS, and it's going to prompt us here shortly as well. It's going through its bit check. As soon as it's ready, it's going to give us that page right there, basically asking us to say okay, yep, that is our database. We hit enter to acknowledge and enter again. Now we'll go right down the stack. The way we normally fly in 3 kW is we're going to want to select the FIS page, which is also known as the data link page. So we need to hit the function button to cycle through our options, and there it is, FIS. We hit that and it comes up. It's going to prompt us for the current barometer setting. We can either hit OK or we can change it via those two buttons, and then when we're done, hit the OK. Move down to the GPS again. The simplest method that we can use is a direct navigation. We have a dedicated direct button. We hit that. It automatically highlights where it needs to highlight. We're going to hit the small knob, and it defaults to K when we are in the US. And we use the large knob to change the cursor one spot to the right. Use the small knob to change that to, for example, M. We use the big knob to change the next digit. Use the small knob to change that to a T. Hit the large knob again to change the cursor one more spot to the right. And we change it to the airport that we want to go. In this example, going to Marathon. And yep, there it is. Florida Keys Marathon. That's the airport we want. We hit enter and enter again. And there it is. KMTH 079 for 40 miles. Next on the stack is COM2. That's the active, that's the standby. We change it by these knobs, and then we hit that button to swap them over. And that's the nav. 113 fine is active, and that's telling us we're on the 133 radial from Key West VOR. If we push that button, then it goes to the same setup as here, that being the active, that being the standby VOR station. Down to the speaker selector here. We're on COM1 right now, which is here, and that's labeled as NavCom1. If we want to go to COM2, if we hit the large button, it brings everything, transmit and receive, to COM2. Now we're on COM2. If we wanted to still stay on COM2, transmit and receive, but we wanted to listen to COM1, we can hit the small button. And there we're transmitting and receiving on COM2, and we're still listening to COM1. Lastly on the stack is the transponder. There we are VFR. If we're given a code, let's say 4501 for example, all we have to do is enter the number. We don't have to hit an enter or anything else afterwards, and there it shows up. If you hit the Alt, that's our regular mode of operation, which gives you altitude encoding, mode C. To squawk ident, you hit the ident button, and if you hit VFR, it automatically gives you 1200, so you don't have to go individually 1200.